Okay, we got the door open. As you can see, they got the panels off. And they started to strip the inside, some of the stuff out of it. So there's no seat. A couple of boxes of extra parts that might come in handy for stuff. And it has the drive shafts. And I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a top of a transmission sticking up there. It's got a manual transmission. I want to change that to an automatic. For running in the mud, I think that's going to be a better all-around deal. One of the things that clued me into the fact that it had been shortened was this right here. I finally could see where they did some welding on it. That and the fact that these two cross members are way too close together. That and the other thing is these cables right here. See how long they are? They go way up in there, and they're supposed to hook into that little deal right there. That little T handle. They're supposed to hook into that. So I'd say they got a little, they took about 16, 18 inches out of the frame, it looks like. I haven't done any measuring to know for sure exactly how much I took out of it. It was a heavy duty truck because it's got the Dana 60 axle under the back of it. And the helpers, it has helper springs on it, which was not a standard unless it was a heavy-duty truck. You can see we got the big Dana 60 axle, and then they made, looks like they've got a drive shaft here that they've made for it, and I think it'll work. The only thing that's a little questionable on that is whether or not the angle is going to be too much for the U-joints to handle. I have to do a little assessing on that, see what else we can find here. Right now it looks like it's got a Dana 44 under the front end of it. It's got an open knuckle, but it's got the big heavy hubs on it. Get my tree out of the way here so you can see it. It's got the big. This, I don't believe, is the original axle, because if you look back there, and I'll go around the other side and make it a little bit easier to see, but there is it's got disc brakes on it, which was not, maybe you can't see it with the dark. Can't get enough light in here. Some of the junk hanging down, but I don't know, you probably not, yeah, there it is, you can see it there. That's disc brakes, and this is 69. I don't think that was factory in 69, so it leads me to believe that possibly this front axle is not the original axle. As heavy as the back springs are, I'd almost say it was a here's the bottom of the transmission. This has a unmarried transmission unit, which means the transfer case is separate from the engine, or from the transmission. You can see there's the space. There's the back of the transmission, and see how much room there is between it and the transfer case. It's a 205 transfer case, I believe. No, it's a 203. I just looked at the tag. Got the, yeah, that says that's a 205. I don't know if you can zoom in enough to read that or not, but see that tag's got a, see that 205 right there? That tells us what kind of transfer case it is. That's the number when it was built, and Probably the VIN number of the truck, my guess. Find out if it was original. Checking those out. You can see the drive shaft's just hanging. They didn't put the U-joints in it. Got one of the shocks on, but that's about it. It's all just pretty much what you see.